Alright, howdy do, ladies and turds, to part 2. We're on episode 2 of Quake. I guess we're at the Apion Fortress, I think. I'm not sure. If it loads, there we go. Yesterday, I uploaded the stream. It was a hoot, and I looked it up. Oh, we're all the way at the beginning. Oh my lord. I looked it up and it wasn't just me. Other people had difficulties too. So I think they have to patch the game or something. Basically the music is too quiet. I turned it up a little bit in editing yesterday. But yeah, the music is like really quiet for some reason on the Switch. I don't know if the other versions have that too. And then also the sound is like maybe half a second delayed, 1 or half a second delayed. I noticed that, and other people, you know, I thought I was crazy, but other people were, you know, saying the same thing. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes me feel better. What was that? Jakub sleeps with the fishies. Getting bootlegged. I don't think I switched anything except the music. Or you know what? Here, I'll make it turn full speed. Might as well. Always run. No. View bob. I'm guessing head bobbing. Sound. Display. I was watching a video. Apparently you can have like all of these things on and like I don't know what any of it means, but it's kind of cool that you have that much, like, you know. Oh, that is weird. The motion blur. It's really smooth looking and weird. I might have to turn that off, I'm not sure. Because it looks kind of soft now. Instead of sharp, crispy booty cheeks. You know I like those crispy booty cheeks. I don't know. It's really cool though. I didn't know that you have all those options in the settings. It's pretty awesome. And I looked it up. Apparently, oh geez. Apparently there's a mod already available, like an add-on, and it's the oh geez. It's the one that makes the game look like it's the Nintendo 64 port of Quake. Apparently there's like this ugly scanline kind of CRT look, which is bootleg, so you can't turn that off. You turd! I'm out of bullets. Get him, boy. But yeah, I'm doing another test, of course. 1080p, camera 720. Hopefully it doesn't flicker, or it doesn't do it as much. Oh jeez, these bootleggers. I'm just trying to run away. Help! Oh good. Darn it, I knew I was gonna get bootlegged. Jakub tries to pull the pin. Darn tootin'. I need a weapon that's good against those guys and that doesn't bootleg me. Because if I'm too close I get shot in 2 seconds. Triple barrel shotgun. I don't know if that would be... Oh, that's the nail gun. I don't know. It's a little bootleg. Oh, I found out. I was looking it up. The company is called Nightdive. I couldn't figure out what their name was. But it's pretty cool because they also brought over, you know, like remastered Turok 2, and I believe they also did what is that one game called? It's the reason Night Trap. I think they also brought over Night Trap, which is awesome. My brothers and I, we played it a few months ago for the first time. Like the Switch remaster, and it was good stuff. I think we made it to... I think we had like 70 people caught or something, 50 or 70. But we kept getting bootlegged. It was a lot of fun though. Like the game was a hoot. It was very hard. Because it's like really quick and you have to like watch the security cameras and you have to catch these ninja dudes. Bars will open elsewhere. These guys are bootleggers. They did that. They're bringing over, I think it's called Power Slave. I could be wrong, but I believe that's the like Egyptian kind of first-person shooter game from back in the day that I was thinking about. E-turn! Jesus. Oh my god, just explode everywhere. Look at that. Gorgeous. But yeah, they're bringing that over too. I played that a little bit, like it was a few months ago too. I was just looking up, you know, recommended DOS games, and one of them was Power Slave. And I played it a little bit, but the controls were throwing me off. I think it was like you had to use a numpad or something. I was just like, what the turn am I doing? I didn't make it very far. I don't even know if I finished the first level. But I was excited to hear that, you know, they're bringing that to modern consoles. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Because like I said, I can't get enough of these cheesy first-person shooter games from the 90s. You know? Like I didn't have them growing up. Oh, you little turd! Bootleg. I didn't have these growing up. Like we had the old computer, but we never had these games. I always say this, but the game, first-person game that... Oh, Jesus. First-person game my brother... You know, I'm gonna change the... It's a little bootleg. I forgot what it was at. 11 or something? I think it was 11. 11. The first-person shooting game my brothers and I played all the time was Turok Evolution. That was our boy. And I'd be a happy camper if that was brought over too. You know. And they do, like I said, they've done more than just first-person kind of games. They've done this game I think called Seventh Saga or something. Hi Zelda Master, hello! Welcome back, howdy do. What have you been doing over there? I haven't heard from your beautiful voice in a while. Also, hopefully the stream is going smooth. You can hear me, everything looks nice. I look crispy. Nice and crisp over here. I'm doing some tests on my editing computer. And so I'm able to stream in 1080p of course. But hopefully there's no echo or anything in the audio. You don't hear the game 2 times. My headphones broke. So I just have the tunes on the speaker. You're chilling? That's how it goes. Oh my lord, I'm getting bootlegged over here. You're chilling over there? Being lazy? Is that what you're saying? That's how it goes sometimes. I just got chunky. There's some, what did I have? I don't know what they're called. They're like these scoops, like chips, but they're like, you know, chip, not like flat, but they're shaped like a bowl, you know. And I had guac with it. I get so fat on those. Oh lordy. What, have you played the original? Yesterday was the first time I started this. I've never played Quake before, but I really like this port so far. The only thing that's bootleg, I'm playing on the Switch version, and I've noticed other people, you know, mention this too, so it's not just me, but apparently the music is a little bit too quiet on the Switch version. Like you can barely hear the tunes You know what I mean? That, and I think also the sound is a bit like delayed by maybe 1 second or half a second. They'll probably update it, you know, because I saw on Reddit a lot of people, oh, there's a key. A lot of people were, you know, asking like what's going on. So they'll probably update that and stuff. I don't know if it's like that for the other versions. But aside for that, it's top notch. I don't know if you've played the Turok remasters on the Switch. I'm trying not to get bootlegged. I don't know if you've played the Turok remasters, but they control very similar to that, right? Where you can like move it with the motion controls, which is awesome. That's kind of how I do it. I have motion controls turned on, and I move it a little bit, right? If I need a little more accuracy, I just move my wrist a little bit. Oh my lord, these guys are bootleg. Eat turd. Do you know if there's a way to kill the skeletons or no? Because they keep coming back, and I'm going in circles. Here, quick save. Oh no! Right when I quick saved on the Xbox, like Xbox, the Xbox One or whatever it's called, Series S. Oh, the price of free, yeah, boy, that's awesome. I didn't. Oh yeah, cause Bethesda, right? Bethesda and I guess id Software, Xbox has been. Oh my god, is it? I'm just gonna explode. Okay, I survived. Quick save. That's awesome. I'd recommend it. It's top notch. And like I said, I haven't played the games growing up, but I am TV. Quick time. Oh, you got Doom 3? Yeah, I actually finished the original. I finished the original Doom. Why am I dying so fast? I finished the original Doom a few days ago for the first time. I played it like, you know, I've tried finishing it like a long time ago. But yesterday I felt inspired. I was watching a documentary called High Score. You know, I'm just gonna restart on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it. It's basically like a documentary on video games. It's only 8 episodes. I like how it was edited, and the stories are very inspirational. There's a lot, you know, missing out, of course. It seems like each episode they focus on a genre or something. So like the first one was like text-based games and how it went to, you know, like kind of like 3D or like pictures. And then, you know, consoles, arcades, stuff like that. And they made it to like PC games, and how side-scrollers and platformers are kind of popular. But then John Romero and John Carmack, I guess they wanted, you know, they wanted like, what if we try to make something in 3D, right? It was never been done before. And they were just 18, and they decided, you know what, let's make this, let's create a game. Something awesome, let's put demons in there and you're, you know, taking them out. I'm gonna quick save. And so then they created Doom, and it became very popular. I think it was like the first fully 3D game, I think. I could be wrong. But not only that, it created a completely new genre, I believe, the first-person shooter. And then, you know, they created sequels and all that good stuff. But it was very, you know, I was like, I could do that. You know, like, how cool would that be? And at 18, that's insane. I didn't know they were like that, you know. Those guys are bootleg. They were that young when they created it. And so yeah, so then I was like, you know what, I want to play some Doom. And so I got the chance to try the Switch version. You know, the Switch ports that came out. I need a key. A few years ago. And I liked it a lot. Like, I enjoyed it. The main thing that kept me from, you know, trying it was the fact, like, the controls, basically. Right? Like in Doom, I'll call it Doom Classic. In Doom Classic, you can only move horizontal. Oh my god! Like, how do you... I don't think you can kill the skeleton guys. They keep coming back. I'm just trying to walk through, you bootleggers. But in Doom Classic, you can only move horizontal, so you can't move up and down, right? And I was like, how the turd am I supposed to shoot the guys up here, right? Like, how do you can't look up and down? Like, how am I supposed to get those? And I realized after I was playing the game, basically just make sure the crosshair is pointing towards them, like facing them. And then I guess the gun just automatically shoots up. I was like, oh, that makes sense. And then I basically just kind of spent the night, you know, maybe like 4 or 5 hours, just slowly playing through the game, and I had a hoot. It was awesome. Not only that, there were add-ons too. Okay, the bootleggers are here. I don't know if I have any... there's add-ons as well, which is like kind of like mods, I guess. And it's really cool. I'm guessing they're official mods. I don't know if they're fan-made. But my favorite one that I tried, I think there's like 8 of them or something you can download. Oh, Jesus. My favorite one was the one that completely changed the game, right? It changed the art style. It changed, like... You know, if you've played Doom, you know how it is, right? Like, you're... I think you're on Mars or something, and there's demons and everything coming after you. But this mod, I forgot what it's called. It starts with an R. It completely changes how the game looks, and like... And you're basically a Viking, which is really cool. Right? Like, your character's a Viking, you have a bow and arrow instead of a gun. You have like an axe. It's pretty awesome. And then there's like another mod I tried, and it was like this like puzzle thing, like you had to like solve different puzzles and get through, like find the keys and junk. It was really cool. But yeah, I know I've heard of Doom for like 100 years, and then yeah, I'm happy to say that I finally finished it. And then this was released like a day or 2 later. I was like, would you look at that? The timing is, you know, what a perfect timing to give that a swirl. And so here we are playing Quake. What were you saying though? Let me read your... Wait, have you played Turok though? I finished Turok last year. It took me 1 year to slowly get through. I also played it on the Switch because I really like the motion controls. It's the same studio that remastered the Turok 1 and 2. They also did this. Oh my god! But it took me over a year to finish Turok slowly. Because I think in Turok, if I remember correctly, there's like 8 worlds, right? Or 8 levels. And they're like one giant level, which is really cool. Like, each level is like one giant, you know, level, and there's like different like achievements and, you know, stuff you can do. But because of that, it's very easy to get confused and lost, you know, and that's what happened to me. I was like, where the turn am I going? Like, the only way to progress in Turok, at least the first one, I don't know about the sequels, but in the first one, the only way to progress, these guys are bootleg, these guys right here. Only way to progress was by finding these keys. E-turd! Oh my god, come on. Was by finding these keys, right? And like, yes, the later ones, they were just bootleg. Like, you know, the map was confusing, and then you had to go through like this giant, like, these tunnels and like all kinds of stuff. And like the map itself was just like, I don't know, it was just bootleg. I'm like, where the turd am I going? And it wasn't until, you know, I sat down and I was like, you know what? I want to finish this game finally, once and for all. I want to finish Turok. You know, so I can finish it and say that I finally finished it. But also, you know, because I want to play other games. And that one's just going to eat away at me at the back of my mind. You know what I mean? Like, sitting there, right? Like, I haven't finished it yet. I want to go back, but I get lost. And so then, luckily, I found this website. I forgot what it's called. But this website, this guy, he's made, you know, I don't know, back in the 90s or early 2000s. And he uploaded scans from, what's the magazine called? The Nintendo, the Nintendo magazines, the guides or whatever, and he uploaded the maps. They were labeled and everything, and I was like, oh, this is exactly what I needed, you know. So I took a yonder at the maps, right? They were nice and labeled, where, you know, every tunnel goes, where each, you know, how to go to the next one, and it made so much sense. I was like, okay, I can finally finish this game. And I slowly did that, and then I ended up collecting all of the items, and I 100% did Torak. And I was really happy. I was like, yeah! If you want to know, Jesus, if you want to know more about my final thoughts and stuff, you can see on my channel, Jacob72 in the corner over there. Every single time I finish a game, I edit together my ending, and I create like a little mini review on the spot. Oh my lord. I got bootlegged again. And in Torak 2, I only had a chance to play for a little bit, because I still had to, my name Jakku. I only had a chance to play it a little bit, because, I wanted to finish number 2, or the first one, before I go to the sequel. But what I liked about number 2 was you can shoot arrows and they get stuck in like the wall, and you can grab them and reuse them. I thought that was really cool. Alright, what were you saying? You say you don't remember, you think they spawn forever? Yeah, the skeletons or zombie dudes, you keep shooting them and they go down, but then they just come back up. It's bootleg. And then in like a small space like that, you can easily get stuck. I'm trying to find something. Rockets. He turd! He turd! I like how they just explode. It's beautiful. Is he dead? Nope. I think I got him. Okay, okay. Where's my... I don't want to use a rocket because... Wait, I'm out of ammo and everything except rocket launcher and the missile. Oh, jeez. Okay, we got axe. We're going axe. Torak 2 is your favorite? That's awesome. I think the Nintendo 64 had 3 Toraks, right? I believe. And it'd be nice if they remastered the third one too. All I know about that one is that it's the black sheep of the series, apparently. It's a little bit weird and kind of derpy. Oh, they share ammo? The turd? You know, I might as well. If they share ammo, I'm just gonna use this one. E-turd! That's all I know about number 3. And then, like I said, I grew up with Torak Evolution. That's the one that came out, I believe, after number 3. And that one came out on... we played it on the original Xbox. I think it was on PlayStation 2 and... Oh my god. Oh my god. PlayStation 2, GameCube, original Xbox. I don't know if it was out on anything else. But I would love it if that one got a remaster too. Because my brothers and I, like I said, you know, most people, they had, you know, Halo and whatever, but we never had that. We had Torak Evolution. That was our game. Top notch. Diablo 2 Resurrected ended, and I have never been so bummed. Oh, that's the remaster, right? Do you know when that's coming out? That's another series I've always heard about, like, you know, Diablo. And I think, isn't there a new one that's coming out? Was it number 3 or 4? Right? Wasn't it like... I think there was a remaster announced, and then a new one too, right? That's one of the series I've never really gotten into. We didn't have that growing up. Oh, next month? That's awesome. And it's... what kind of game is it, though? Because every time I think of Diablo, I think of like a MMO or something. But I'm probably wrong, right? Shit, the way he explodes. It's like a top-down camera view, right? They just keep coming back. Number 4 is a long way from now. It's like a teaser then. Looter Dungeon Crawler. Is it multiplayer or no? Because I know I forgot what the game is called. But there was a game that came out on the Switch, and people compared it to Diablo. But the thing is, you can... Ganondorf is a playable character from The Legend of Zelda. I don't know if you know what game I'm talking about. Wow, secrets. And I'm guessing that's what the game looks like. Is it... Oh, Jesus. Is it... Is there like a story? I'm guessing it's like an RPG as well, like RPG elements and stuff, because I always hear people talking about number 2, but never number 1 or 3. But like I said, I don't know much about the series. ARPG? Okay. Ooh, biosuit. We're going for a swim. Save. You have it every game? That's awesome. Like the big box version or like digital? Ladder and hardcore modes? What is that? This is the only weapon I have. Try not to die. Oh, you little turd. Oh, then I fell off. You hear this screaming? All physical? Like CDs or like actual big box? Because I actually have right here big boxes. I would love to one day collect, you know, big I don't need every single, you know, original like old computer game, right? But I would love to collect the ones that I grew up with. It's not, you know, some games, I don't know, like Putt-Putt or something, right? Like they're not, you know, it's Putt-Putt. You know what I mean? You know, like who cares about Putt-Putt? But it's, you know, I grew up with that, stuff like that. You know, it doesn't have to be like the greatest game ever made or whatever, but I would love to one day have like a full, you know, like giant PC box of like the games I grew up with on the computer back in the day. That'd be awesome. You have the battle chest? Wait, what is the battle chest? You're gonna send a picture. I don't know if it'll work though. Or a link in the chat and I can look it up. Oh Jesus. You got a silver key. Yeah boy! Good time to save! You have Half-Life? Half-Life is awesome. It's top notch. Have you played the expansions? Those are good stuff too. The Opposing Force and what was the other one called? Blue Shift. Good stuff. There's an enemy here, but I don't want to get bootlegged. We have 2 keys. Oh, that's cool. So like a collector's edition or something? Oh, is it poison? Is that me screaming? Oh my god. You hear those sounds? I'm gonna go over there. I'm guessing it is poison. Jesus. That's awesome. I know recently there's been a lot of bootleg, but I'm guessing yeah, like you said, not so much right now. But back in the day, it feels like, you know, a lot of people... Oh Jesus. He turned. Like I said, I grew up with the original, you know, like, we had a Windows 9, oh my god. We had a Windows 98 computer. Like one of the old, giant, you know, kind of like, I don't know what you call it, the monitors, where it's like a giant box, right, basically. But we didn't have internet. And even then, you know, back then, internet probably wasn't very speedy and whatever. But there's a lot of games I never knew or heard of, right? We did have some good ones though. We had Deus Ex. I never finished it though. It was a little bit... oh no! You little turd! It was a little hardcore, right? Like a lot of reading, and I don't know how old I was when I played Deus Ex for the first time. Like the original. Yeah, I'm gonna go back here. We had Claw. I don't know if you've played that one. That one's top notch. That one's real expensive though if you want to get like a physical version. I think it's called Captain Claw, but you know, we just know it as Claw. You play it, it's like a 2D platformer made by Monolith Soft. They also made Grunts. Nobody I talk to knows about Grunts. It's Grunts with a Z at the end. That game is awesome. Top notch. But I'm guessing, like you said, Diablo. What I was trying to say, we played also like Commandos. I don't know if you played that. But games like that, right? Like when I hear remasters, I'm like, oh, this is exciting. Like I want to play it, right? But the thing that's bootleg, sometimes the controls, they don't transfer very well from PC to like console. And it makes me very sad because Commandos 1, 2, and 3, I remember I grew up with those. And I believe I finished them back in, you know, oh my god, back in the day. And recently, Commandos 2 got a remaster, and it came to the Switch, and I think PC and whatever. But I played it on the Switch, and it's very hard. I would not recommend it playing it on the Switch. Brings me a little tear to say. Like, the controls don't translate... Oh my god. Don't translate very well at all. You know what I mean? Like, it was made for the mouse, if that makes sense. These guys are bootlegging me. You can keep typing, I just... trying not to die. Oh, the only weapon I have is this rocket launcher, which is not good because I can get damaged too. You know, I'm trying not to get bootlegged here. Oh my god. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm on, I think it's called episode 2. I finished the first episode yesterday. I uploaded part 1 onto YouTube if you want to take a yonder at that. It was like midnight, so I was a little bit tired, but I was having a hoot. Oh my god, my health is like... Oh no, not this guy. Those guys are bootleg. Those giant dudes. Oh! Doesn't matter where you go, he can get you. I think they were called like sleuths or something, or slorgs? I don't know. Go away. Look at my health! I don't know if you can see. 22 and 9. I guess in my armor and my health. How the turd am I still alive? Those guys are bootleg. He turd. Ah! Shambler, I believe that's his name. You didn't think it would work on console? Oh no. Wait, are you saying the beta came out on console or the original came out on console? Because I always thought Diablo was a computer game. Oh jeez. I'm trying not to die, man. Using quick saves. I'll admit I'm using quick saves. I'm guessing you played on the Xbox? Oh Jesus. Don't bootleg me. Right, that guy's up there. I'm trying not to die. PS4 and PC. That's awesome. Oh my god. I'm guessing that kind of game is probably a lot easier to play with a controller. Like imagine playing an RTS or a, you know, like another example, I don't know if you've heard of Jurassic World Evolution. kind of like a tycoon game, but you know, Jurassic Park style. That one I played on the computer a few weeks ago. It's awesome. And there's a version on the Switch too. However, the Switch version, I don't know. I don't know how it plays. I didn't have a chance to try it on the Switch, but like, that's one of those games where you like need a mouse. You know what I mean? I don't even know how you would play that on a controller. You said inventory is annoying? Do you think they'll fix that in the final version? Oh, that's cool. Crossplay saves. That's awesome. I'm guessing every single version has that then, right? So let's say it's coming to the Switch or whatever. You can play it on the computer as well, and portable on the Switch with the same save. That'd be the coolest thing ever. I think Dragon Quest, didn't they do that? With Dragon Quest, I think it was like 10 or 11, I believe. You could have played it like on the 3DS and then transferred your save over to the consoles, I think, if I remember correctly. Alright, right. You turd! Oh my god, you guys are bootleg. I'm gonna save again, just in case. Yeah! I'm gonna stay right here. Also, have you ever played any like Sierra games? Like point and click? Anybody here? I don't think I got him. I think... oh, there he is. Oh, Jesus. You little turd. Gutless turd. King's Quest. I always hear King's Quest 4 is top notch. Never played it though. Can I shoot him without getting hit? I sure can. Oh, no, never mind. Oh my god. Inventory management, clicking around was easy back in the day. Wait, what do you mean? Makes less noise? Like from pressing like the buttons on the controller? Is it just too loud? Or is it actually kind of bootleg? I don't know if you've played Breath of the Wild, but just using the inventory in that is kind of clunky. Switching around weapons and whatever. I'm waiting for him to go there because I don't want to move. He's right on top of me. Little turd. There he is. If I shoot, I think I'm gonna get bootlegged. Is it going around? Hard for me to tell. Oh my god. He turd! Where is he? Where is he? He? I got an achievement. I think I took out one of these guys without having him shoot the electricity first. Do I not have a different... I have shotgun. I don't know if that does anything. Seems to. Just like that. And it looks like he's taking damage too, like he's got the red... I guess a blood splatter or something. But I would love Half-Life or Deus Ex to get like a, you know, kind of like this, like a remaster port. That'd be awesome. Fear. Oh Jesus. The Fear games. I almost died. Dead Space. I know Serious Sam came out recently. I have to give that a swirl because the first one I've been playing for 100 years and I'd like to finally finish the game. I've been playing the PC one, the original, for a very long time and I never finished it. You turd, come on. Cutlass turd. He's down! Save. Oh, Eternal Darkness. Wait, I don't think there's a sequel, right? Is there a sequel or no? I still have to play that one. All that just to... Oh my lord. Oh. Did that work? I'm guessing I have to shoot it. I'll play it one day. There's like games I really want to play. But I'd rather... You know... I'd rather play them on my own and record a video, like a review or something. You know what I mean? Oh Jesus, who's here? Oh my god. Like I want to play Super Mario RPG, Chrono Trigger, Eternal Darkness. What else? There's a lot of games. And I think it'd be a lot of fun, you know, if I play them for the first time and I record it and I make a video on it. I like it a lot. It's just right now I need I'm trying to create my studio, of course, in my room here. I just have to build my shelves. I already built my desks, which is nice. They're portable on wheels. Recently finished building, I'm gonna save, couch frame to save... Oh yeah, shoot the switches. Oh my god. To save space in here. And then next up, I think either shelves or... I'm going back. Nothing to see here. Shelves or... I don't know what it's called. But there's like wooden thing. So I could put clothes in there and then have my turtle, the aquarium, chilling on top. And I'd like to also save some cash for an upscaler. Oh my god, you little turd. Because I have a lot of consoles, right? Like old consoles. And an upscaler would let me record the footage from there and, you know, output it in HD, which would be nice. E-turd. Alright, so far so good. E-turd. I said E-turd. Do you like Hoarder? Or have you played like Silent Hill or anything? Jesus. We're alive! We're alive! We're alive! Save. Nobody saw that? We're alive! Oh, I also... the studio, Nightdive. Didn't they bring over... Jesus, that took me... It says 16 minutes, but... I've been here for 40 minutes now, but, you know... Didn't they bring over, They brought over this, like, third-person... platformer game recently. I don't know if it was called, like, Eternal Man... Oh, Shadow Man. I don't know if you've heard of that. I want to give that a try, too. I think that one was originally on the Nintendo 64 and PlayStation 1 back when it came out. Maybe even on the PC. I don't know. And then their next project, I looked it up. They're making or remastering a game. Oh Jesus, a game called Power Slave. It's also, I think it's called Power Slave. I could be wrong, but I believe it was called Power Slave. And it's like also a first-person shooter game, like this. Oh my god. But it takes place in Egypt, which is cool. E-turd! I can run away, but if I run away, they always come after me. And then I get bootlegged, so I'd rather just take him out now, even though I'm using all of my shotgun ammo. And then, oh yeah, I don't remember. Did you say you finished the other Doom games or no? I'm guessing they're free if you have the Xbox Game Pass or whatever. But I think last month I played the reboot for the first time. The Doom reboot, the one that came out like in 2016. Oh my god. I haven't... Nothing to see here? I haven't finished it yet. But I did play it. I thought it was pretty swell. Jeez. That looks like a trap to me. I thought it was pretty spiffy. I like the music a lot. Oh my god. I'm alive! I'm guessing that's a secret. You saw that? Or is it just a shortcut? Oh! Oh jeez. Does he jump here? And then I actually have, I believe it's Doom 3 right there somewhere. I found it at a thrift store, like on the CD, like the case and everything. And then I believe I have Doom 64, like a physical version. Well, you see you've played quite a bit of Porter. You gotta... I need... Oh, did I... I went too far back. Whoops. Sorry, guys. I went too far back. You have to tell me what Hoarder games. That's my favorite. Number 3. I hear people say that number 3 is like the oddball. It's really, you know... It's like completely different and weird or something. But from what I've heard, it's like a Hoarder game, right? Isn't it basically like a Hoarder game, kind of? I don't, you know, that sounds pretty swell to me. And I like that they're on the Switch too. It's awesome. Because like I said, I never got a chance to play those before. Oh my god, you little turd! More Hoarder than action. That's awesome. Oh, you got a PC, original Xbox, and Switch version? That's cool. The newer ones you did play, you don't know how far you got? Yeah, I played it for maybe like 3 or 4 days. I was like, you know what? I feel like I want something. I just want to, you know, punch something. What should I... Let's play Doom. And so I turned up the music and I was just kind of playing. I wasn't really, you know, I wasn't collecting stuff or whatever. If I find something, I find something. I just wanted to play. And I made it pretty far. I feel like I'm close to the end. But I got stuck at this one part. And I haven't gone back yet. I'll probably finish it eventually, but yeah, it's... I thought it was pretty swell. I don't know if the... Do you know, is the newer one, like, can you mod it too, or no? Because the original, I really like how, you know, you can make it look like a completely different game. And I was like, oh, that is so cool. Because in the documentary, they said, you know, that they basically made Doom open source. So Doom is eternal, of course. It lives on. And so anyone, if they want, even if they don't know how to make a game, you know, they can just create a mod, change the textures or whatever. And, you know, it can be like a way to get into, you know, making their first game or, you know, something like that. Showing them that it's not, you know, it's not hard. It was very inspiring. Oops, I kicked my camera. It was very inspiring. I was like, I can do that. You know, like I'm like, I can do that. I saw one like I saw one, it was like Batman or something, right? Or like you had the what are they called, the batarangs, and you were playing as Batman. I thought it was kind of funny. I was like, what the turd? There's probably like a million different ones, but I just thought it was cool. And I'm guessing the Switch version also has motion controls, right? For number 3, or no? Oh my god. He turned. Oh, also, I know we're talking about Doom, but I'm all over the place. Last time you were here, or since you were here last time on the stream, you know, I haven't streamed in a while. Skyward Sword came out. Have you tried it yet or no? The HD version. I finished the game on the Wii. I have my copy over there somewhere. But so I'm not really in a hurry to play through the remaster. You know, but I like it. Like, I like the visuals. I don't mind the motion controls either. You know, try not to die here. I think it's pretty spoofy. And my brother, he recently, oh geez, he's bringing over the amiibo. He got one for himself and one for me. I was like, oh, that's nice of you. You didn't have to do that. Like the Loftwing and Zelda amiibo, which is pretty spiffy. You don't know? Didn't do much mod to the games? Morrowind? Oh, the games, what are they? Elder Scrolls, right? I think the only one on the Switch is Skyrim, right? I'm too scared to play it. You know what I mean? Not like, you know, not spooked like I'm gonna poop myself. But I know for a fact that if I play, like if I get a chance to play it, right? Like if I borrow the game from somebody and I start playing it, I know I'm gonna disappear for like a few months or something, right? Like I'm not gonna stop. You know? Because I only played Skyrim once. It's the only Elder Scroll game I ever tried. And that was a long time ago on like an old laptop. I had to lower the settings and everything. And I remember when I played it, I was confused. I didn't know what to do or where to go. I was like, where do I go? Like, this map is huge. Right? Like, how do I play? And I remember I was just kind of walking, right? Just, okay, oh my god. I'm just gonna go, I'm just gonna follow this thing and whatever. And I remember I made it to like, I don't know if it was a village or something. But I walked to a village, there were people. I was like, oh, howdy. I stole some stuff. I was, you know, doing my exploration. And then I remember, I was like, okay, I don't feel like being in this village. I walked around, had some, you know, weapons, some snacks, and I made it to this place. How do you say? Like a hallway, I guess? You know, like there's a cave, or I don't know how you say it. You know, stones. There's a stone wall here and a stone wall here. Kind of like this, I guess. Right? Like a corridor. But it's not in a cave or anything. And I'm like, okay, let's go inside, right? I go in here and it's like, you know, you can't go right or left. You have to go straight, right? It's like a very narrow path. And I'm walking straight, right? And I walk into, I think it was like a giant or something. I think that's what they're called in the game. And he had this club. Like a giant club, and I'm over here. I only have like, I don't know if it was like a small sword or like a few arrows or something, I don't remember, but I'm trying to take him out, but he's not, you know, he's not like, you know, he's not like taking damage or walking back or going down. He's just trying to walk to me. No matter how many times I try to hit him, he's coming towards me. He's not stopping. And I'm like, oh Jesus, I gotta, you know, run away. And I remember I turned around and there was another one right behind me. So they were like coming in, right? Like I was stuck in this, you know, like this hallway, kind of very narrow, you know, I don't know how you say it, but you know, like an opening. And one coming from the front, one from the back. And I tried running away. And I remember one of them hit me with the club. And I was like, I went flying like 50 feet in the air. I was like, what the turn is going on? Like, you know, I was playing on an old laptop. And I thought my computer broke or something. I was like, why am I flying 50 feet in the air. And then later I learned apparently that's what they do, right? Like that's on purpose. I thought it was a glitch or something. But you know, I was sent flying, and then after that I died. I went flying, I hit the floor, and it was instant death. And then I just I turned the game off, and I was like, you know what? I don't know where I am. I don't know what happened to my stuff. I don't feel like going back there. And I uninstalled Skyrim. And that's as far as I got in the game. That's my story there. Now, you know, it's been many years since then. What do you call it? Now, if I play the game, you know, I'll probably, you know that I have to explore and all that stuff. But because of that, the way I play games now, like RPGs or whatever, right? Like my favorite part is exploring. And I know a game like Skyrim, where it's, you know, meant to be open world and huge and whatever, like you can do whatever you want. I know a game like that, not only would I get lost, but I know for a fact that I would play that non-stop. And that's very dangerous. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I would get bootlegged and I wouldn't stop playing it. Even though I hear it's good stuff and people meme, you know, like how many releases of Skyrim there are, I feel like I would probably enjoy it a lot. But I'm spooked to even start the game. You know? And I know people always talk about what you said, Morrowind, right? Like I always hear about that one. Or that one was on the original Xbox, right? I believe it was Morrowind, and then there's one other one that people always talk about. Oh Jesus. I don't want to die. Come on, you little turd. They always talk about Morrowind and some other one, but I can't remember. Oh, you made some videos for Skyward Sword? I don't know, you edit the videos too. That's awesome. These bombs, they like, I swear they follow you, like track you down. Swear to Jesus. Oh, you couldn't get it because scalpers? Scalpers can eat my booty cheeks raw. Scalpers are buttholes. You play Skyrim forever? Still play it on PC and PS4? Did you see there's a new version announced? Anniversary version? Like, do you know, like, what is that? Is that like the PS5 version, or what is that? Because Skyrim came out in like 2011, right? Right? Was it 2011? 2013? So like 10 years ago, I'm guessing, right? Oh my god, I forgot that button opens this guy. You turd! I'm trying to save my rockets because I need it for, I don't know, maybe there's a boss or something. Save. Save! Look at all our health now. Ho 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 ho. I know what you mean. That's how you know you should play it. YOLO record the airtime. Oh my lord. I just remember, like, I thought my game was broken because, like I said, only recently, you know, I kind of got a desktop only a few years ago, right? A desktop computer. I've always used laptops and everything, and I've always had, you know, bad experiences, of course, with laptops overheating, being loud, and just, you know, bootlegging. It's been giving me PTSD. And I thought it was something with my computer, like I thought something glitched or whatever, you know, and so I uninstalled it. Because I never saw a game where an enemy hits you and you're sent flying like 50 feet in the air. You know what I mean? I was like, what the turd? Like, that's why, you know, when I play on consoles, you know, like you don't have to, I guess, optimize or change settings or something. You know, you hope the game is ready to go, how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? And then on the laptop, like I said, I never knew that was intentional. I thought something happened that caused my character to go flying 50 feet in the air, and I didn't want to play, you know, for like 200 hours or whatever with glitches and stuff. I don't know. But I probably will one day give it a try. The Switch version with, you know, the Link outfits. Do you know how those work? I think it's an amiibo, right? Isn't it like a amiibo you need? I could go down there, but then I can't get up here. Is that a guy over there? See him? Oh, sure is. Oh, E-turd! You can shoot him from here. I think it's another port. Honestly, if they remake from the ground up. Oh, Oblivion. There you go. That's the one. Yeah, Oblivion and Morrowind are the ones I always hear about. Like I said, those are in the original Xbox, right? We never had that growing up. Oh, there's a guy behind me. Where is he? Where is he? E-turd. Oh, what's a turd? Look at this thing. Meow 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 meow. E-turd. I can see into the future. Meow 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 meow. I thought that'd be a secret spot. Oh. Oh, Psychonauts. Well, I didn't know that released tomorrow. That's awesome. I still need to finish the first one too. Like I've never played it. Oh Jesus. And I think I have it on the PlayStation 2. And I believe I also have it on the PC. I got it for free. And I know it's one of those games, right? Like, top-notch platformer. But like I said, I would like to play the game and make a video on it. I think that'd be a lot of fun. It's just right now there's a few things, you know, in the way. I can't just make reviews and stuff right now. I gotta finish my room. Otherwise I'd be distracted and I wouldn't have any room and stuff, you know. But yeah, Psychonauts I hear is a good one. I don't know if you've played Beyond Good and Evil. That game was top notch. Played that a few years ago. That was awesome. It's just the camera controls were a little weird sometimes. And then yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, that's one of the games I've always wanted to try. Have you played what's it called? The metal one? Brutal Legend? I believe that was also Double Fine. That game was awesome. That game got me into metal. You know. I wish there was a sequel or a port or whatever. That'd be awesome. You can keep typing. I'm trying not to die. Also, do you know why is the timer going down here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't breathe underwater. Uh-oh. What is this? What is this bootleg? I can't breathe underwater. Okay, Jesus. I thought I was a goner. Oh, you little turd. Sneak attack? You saw that sneak attack? There's a secret here. I don't know if I should go down. You said Double Fine was bought by Xbox? I don't think it will ruin the creativity. I think they'll probably have more, you know, they probably won't have to worry about money and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably the opposite. At least I'd hope it's the opposite. Right? Oh jeez. I know we've heard of the, Psychonauts 2 for like 100 years, right? I know it was like a or not Kickstarter. Was it Fig or some turd? I don't know what the turd was. So who knows if, you know, it would have even existed without their help? Oh Jesus, why is he still here? Wait, is this all the way back to the start? I think it is. What the turd? Where am I? How do I go back? Gale bombed? I don't know the story behind that, but there's probably more to it. Oh, there we go. Than just Xbox bootlegging them, or Microsoft. I'd like to see a port of Rare Replay. I really want to play Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie. Like for the Switch and whatever. That'd be awesome. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Donkey Kong 64. How cool would that be? Item reward in-game DLC. Wait, what do you mean nobody advertises the games anymore? What, Psychonauts 2? I've seen it all over. I follow, like, you know, game websites and stuff. They've been talking about it like non-stop. I just didn't know that the release date was tomorrow. I thought it was this year, but I didn't know it was, you know, so soon. But here, hold on, let me pause for 2 seconds. Just trying to fix this. But I hope you enjoy it. You know, like I said, I'd like to play it one day. Right? I think it'd be a hoot. But if you haven't played, I'd also recommend Beyond Good and Evil. That one's fun. I'm really worried about the sequel though. I don't know. For one, I don't know if that game will ever come out. Number two, and you know, number two, I don't know if it's a good idea to make it like an online multiplayer game. They said there'd be like single player elements and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I am worried. I'm worried how that's gonna turn out. I don't know. I don't really know what to think. I don't have a key. Okay. News, no commercials. Do people make commercials anymore? I don't even know if they do. That's the thing. Aside for maybe Nintendo with like Zelda or Mario or whatever, like ads. I don't really know if... I don't know. Hi Ryan! Welcome back! Haven't seen you in 100 years. Howdy do! What have you been doing over there? We are playing Quake over here. The recent remaster. It's top notch. This is my jam. You know, the old 90s kind of style first-person shooter games. This is my jam. This is, you know, put it in my veins. I love these kind of, not just games, but like remasters that are done so well like this. Top notch. Turok had a similar treatment. Who shot me? Oh, what? How'd he go underwater? What the turd? What was that bootleg? Where did I save? How far was that? Oh, I don't. That's not that far. Oh, Jack Black. Wait, was Jack Black in the original Psychonauts or no? We're talking about Psychonauts right now. The sequel coming out tomorrow. I swear they teased or something. They said they would want to make a sequel for... Wait, Myst is it getting a remaster too? What? Is it by the same Is it also Nightdive? Or is it a different studio? That's one of the games I've always wanted to play, but I feel like I would get lost very easily. And it's one of those games that I would what do you call it? Get a notebook out and have to draw the map and everything. I remember I was at the thrift store once and I saw a full big box version of, I think it was called Mist, start with an R, Riven or something. I don't know if that's a good one. I hear people kind of bootleg about that one. Do you know what it's coming out for? You say Game Pass, but is it coming out on anything else? That is awesome. That is so cool. I wonder... I'm guessing it's going to be a lot smoother. I think it was like... I know it was like a first-person game. I know that. And it was like a puzzle kind of thing. But... was it like smooth? Like, was the game smooth? Like, for example, right now how I'm walking smooth, right? Was Mist smooth, like you're walking like this, or was it a point and click where you click and like your character walks like this, like it's like one screen at a time or something, you know what I mean? Oh Jesus. Yeah, it probably will come to the PC. That makes sense. I'm just wondering if it'll come to consoles and stuff, because I would love to play that on the Switch with motion controls. I think it could work. Where is he? He turd. Did I get him? Look at my health. Oh, frame by frame? Yeah. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Wait, the remaster, wasn't it like a 25th anniversary thing or something? Didn't they show it at E3 a while ago? I remember, I think they opened the book or whatever, right? And it's like, Mist is back. Or something like that. Unless I'm thinking of something else. Not sure. Oh, victory! Jesus, that took a long time. It's in 3D? Here, let me look it up, ladies and turds. Give me 2 seconds. Right, I have returned. Thanks to OBS and its magical pausing feature. And, we were able to watch the new Mist remake. What do you call it? Mist remake trailer here, live with the boys in the chat. So if anyone is watching this on YouTube, you're missing out. There's a lot of cut content that does not make it to the uploaded video, of course. I'd recommend coming over to the Twitch page and joining the chat. There's a little self-promotion right there. You like older games like Broken Age? The Broken Age isn't really an older game though, right? It came out when the Wii U was around. Right? When I say older games, I mean like Quake or original Turok, you know? Deus Ex on the PC. You know what I mean? Like old computer games. And it doesn't have to be just first-person shooters either, or like first-person kind of games. I just love the look too, like the low poly games, you know? And not just that, but if they're fun and they're classic, like they live up, or they hold up to the thing. Like one of my favorite websites is GOG, because you can play, you know, the old games, right? So cool. Not all of them, just because they're on GOG, means they're compatible with your computer. Makes me sad. There's one game, Overlord, I've been wanting to replay for 100 years. But for some reason, it doesn't matter if I'm playing the Steam version, GOG, or whatever. It just isn't. It just doesn't want to run on my computer. I'm like, what the turd? My computer can now handle the game, but I can't even open it anymore. It's bootleg. It just is what it is. Pure turd. Hold on. Oh my god. Was everyone saying? Wait, Broken Age was the one where it was like a dude and a lady, right? And one person was like they were on a spaceship or something, right? I know there's another Double Fine game. I think it was Double Fine. Was it Double Fine? Where I think it was also kind of like a platformer or something. But you were playing as multiple people. So you're playing as like a knight. You're playing as I don't remember if it was like a wizard or something. I don't know. But I think it was like, or it was called The Cave or something. Has anyone heard of that? Maybe it wasn't Double Fine. If you look up The Cave on the Wii U, I think, I don't know who made that. Was it Double Fine? Can you, what was that game about? I know I played a demo. I don't know, I don't think that was Broken Age. I think that was different. Oh my god, I needed a better weapon! I need something that's not gonna kill me. I have no ammo for anything but the rockets, but if I go too close, I explode. Like, the rockets are good stuff, but like, you know, dangerous. Dangerous. Oh, you like when the new games come out in old style? There's a few games that have that like 90s, or like, it depends on what you're, you know, looking for. Like, for example, one of my favorite indie games that came out not too long ago is called The Messenger. 100%. If you like Ninja Gaiden, the top-notch game. Even if you don't like Ninja Gaiden, the humor is worth it just for the game alone, and the DLC. That game is awesome. There's another one. I forgot what it was. Oh, you were gonna say that? Have you played it? I 100%ed The Messenger. It's so fun. So, it's, oh my lord. Yeah, it's so cool. That game is awesome. I know there's a lot of first-person kind of shooter games that like throwback to like, you know, old first-person shooters. For some reason I can't think of any names right now though, off the top of my head. Oh jeez. I don't know if you like RTS games, but I swear, RTS games are like my drug. You know, like Age of Mythology or Rise of Nations. And now recently, you know, my brother and I, because of E3, and you know, they have like, during E3, Steam was doing like this free demo thing. Oh Jesus. And there's a game called Timberborn. Basically an RTS game, but you have beavers. So I recently got into that. I was like, oh my lord, I don't need another one. And like I said, Jurassic World Evolution, I never really played. Is that a trap? I never really played like Roller Coaster Tycoon or stuff like that, right? Like we never had it growing up. I did play Theme Hospital. But I recently played, like I said, Jurassic World Evolution, and I spent, you know, many hours on that. Still haven't finished it though. I gotta get back to that because I started building, you know, my couch frame here that I was talking about for my room. But that game was awesome, right? And like old school like RTS games like Age of Empires, stuff like that. Like it's so cool to see, you know, genres like that like still, you know, Age of what's the game called? Age of Empires 4, right? It was just recently announced. Kind of crazy. Oh Jesus. He came out of nowhere, sneak attack. Oh, the Tycoon games? That's awesome. There's, you know what I really like? I like when fans, they, if there's not a, you know, proper remaster, I love when fans make their own remaster. So for example, I don't think I've ever played, you know, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Oh my god. Roller Coaster Tycoon. However, I was watching a video on it a few, like, months ago. I think it was like a no-clip documentary. Their channel, top notch. Highly recommend their Half-Life documentary. But I was watching that, and they mentioned a Roller Coaster Tycoon remaster, fan remaster, and I just installed it. And then I was like, oh, this is so cool. Because like you just said right now, The Sims, I love the original Sims. And somebody made a fan-made, you know, Sims, really, I don't know if it's a remaster, if I would call a remaster, but like a fan-made, like, upgraded remaster, if that makes sense. So for example, I may have not played the Roller Coaster Tycoon remaster yet, the fan-made one, but I did play The Sims. And what they did was, you know, they made the game widescreen for modern, you know, machines. They completely updated the font, the UI, the texture, so it's not blurry. Oh no. And it's really, really cool, you know what I mean? They probably fixed, you know, the controls, the loading times. I know they added all the expansions into one, you know, so it's not just The Sims. You can play all the expansions in the fan-made remaster. Then I remember a few months ago, I did the same thing with Simpsons Hit and Run. I don't know if anyone's played that game. Top notch. You know, some people had Grand Theft Auto growing up. I had Simpsons Hit and Run. I wish that got a proper remake one day. That'd be awesome. Remake, or at least a port, right? You don't have to, like... It's perfect as it is. Did I get the guy? But Simpsons Hit and Run, somebody... Same thing. Somebody made a fan-made, you know... like a remaster. And the way these remasters work, right? You need the original... You know, you need the original... game, either the disc or GOG or Steam version, right? Or whatever, you have to have the files. And basically you just download, you know, they have websites to show you how to do this. You just download a program, right? The fans, they make it as easy as possible. You show the program where, you know, your game is located, like where you installed it, basically. And then they, you know, they install files, they patch some stuff, you run the game, and bam shalam. Next thing I know, I was able to play the game in full widescreen, right? Simpsons Hit and Run. I was playing in widescreen, I was playing with a controller. Oh Jesus. Not like this. I was able to play with a controller. No! Hold on. I'm trying not to get bootlegged. You can keep typing, I'm just... These guys are circling me. Oh god. I've been found. I repeat, I've been found. I was able to play in like full widescreen, right? The textures were updated. The controls, there's a lot of quality of life features, fans. You know, if the companies don't make it themselves, it's so cool that fans do it instead. Right? Like, it's so cool. Not only that, I think their next project, I don't know if it's already made or if, you know, I remember reading the forums when I was reading about Simpsons Hit and Run. They were talking about, what was the racing one called? The one that's like Crazy Taxi. Simpsons Hit and Run and Road Rage. There we go. Simpsons Road Rage. Like this was the last year maybe I was playing. I got really into Crazy Taxi because, you know, my brother, my babe and I, last year on my birthday, was it last year or 2 years ago now? I don't remember anymore. I think it was 2 years ago. We went to this arcade place, right? Like an actual arcade, right? Where they had old arcade machines and stuff, cabinets. And it was the first time I actually, you know, I was able to use like cabinets and everything. It was so cool. You just had to pay, you know, like, I don't know if it was $5 or $10 for like a ticket, and you could be there, you know, all day. It was awesome. And one of our favorite, you know, experiences was playing the Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi VR would be cool, but I don't know, you know. We played Crazy Taxi, and that was a lot of fun. You know, like it was like you're sitting behind like an actual, you know, wheel, and you have the pedals and the what is it called? Reverse and forward. And it was intense. Like we were yelling, we're like, "Oh, go home!" And I got really into the mood, and I was playing Crazy Taxi on the GameCube. And then I was like, you know what? I want to play Road Rash. It's been a long time. And then I forgot just how good Road Rash was. I was like, oh my god, this game is awesome. I never beat the game though. I always made it to the end, and I always wanted to unlock the final character. You said your sister played SimCity a lot too. I have one of the SimCities on the PlayStation, like the PlayStation 1, but I don't know how well that plays though. You know what I mean? And it's one of those games I was telling you about, the Zelda Master. It's like one of those games where you have to play with a mouse, otherwise it might be kind of weird. But I do like, the only thing I know about SimCity, because I've only played it very little, very little, is I do like the tornadoes and like the UFOs. You played it on the PC? Okay. It's probably a lot easier, like I said, for a mouse, like it was made for a mouse. I know about the natural disasters and the UFOs and everything. I always like that. Or the Sims, right? You can get like thieves and get robbed. It's so cool. The original Sims is one of my favorite games. I still have my original disc somewhere. And I didn't even know they made expansions until, you know, I looked up that remaster a while ago. Or the fan-made remaster, I mean. And then number 4, it's got like 50 expansions now. Each like $30. It's kind of hardcore. Number 2, I don't think I've ever played number 2. But I think we have it on the PlayStation 2. The Herbs, I think. That was an expansion, right? Hit and Run was underrated. I don't think it's underrated. I think a lot of people know about it. Like a lot of people enjoy it. Such a cool game. It's so awesome. Like not only, you know, seeing, you know, the world of The Simpsons in you know, fully 3D, walking around for the first time, but the game itself is just top notch. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm just reading the comments right now. You don't know if you'd call it underrated. Yeah. You lost the game? I think we still have it. Lighthearted GTA parody. Yeah, it's so cool. I'm telling you. I like it a lot more than Grand Theft Auto. I never really finished the Grand Theft Auto game, but I don't know. I didn't really like the games. All I really do when I play Grand Theft Auto is steal a bicycle or grocery cart or motorcycle and just kind of drive. Kind of what I like to do. However, there's been talk that there might be remasters of the original 3 games. Darn it. There's talks that there might be remasters coming out soon. Right? Like it doesn't have to be a full, you know, it can look like this, right? The games, I'm fine if the games look like they did on the PlayStation 2 or whatever the turd. You know what I mean? I'd actually be really interested to try them if they come out to the Switch. I'm gonna die, Jesus. I think that'd be cool. I'd probably do the same thing. You know what I mean? I'd probably just grab a motorcycle and just drive around. Because I know there's like full story and everything, and you know, people like those games a lot, but I just never got into it. Crazy Taxi VR would be awesome, but I don't know if you know, you'd throw up. Natural disasters, top notch. I know that there was a new SimCity that came out a few years ago. I know it was full of glitches and stuff. I don't know if they fixed all that, like the modern SimCity. Also, can you tell me more about The Sims 2? I grew up with number 1. Number 2, I barely know anything about. Number 3, all I know about that is Jesus, these guys are so bootleg. All I know about 3 is I think that's when they started doing the online stuff, right? Kind of like 4. They started doing like it was like multiplayer, it was like online, focusing more on the lives of the Sims. Like, you know, going to school and actually seeing them go to school and work and stuff like that, right? And then number 4, they're kind of full on, you know, I guess took that to the next level and then made like 50 million expansions. One of my favorite YouTube channels, Lazy Game Reviews, LGR. He's my boy. He reviews old, you know, old games or old computers, stuff like that. And if if there's a new Sims expansion or whatever the turd, even though I don't play The Sims, you know, I played the first one a long time ago, and that's basically it. He makes a video on, you know, he's made a video I think on every single Sims, every expansion and everything. I go to him, he's my go-to whenever it comes to The Sims or any old, you know, computer or game or whatever the turd, it's top notch. I'm trying not to die. I know I have to go up there, but I have a feeling there might be something here. If I can bootleg these guys. Oh my god. Oh my word. You turd, I'm stuck. You turd, you too. Was that a guy with the bomb up there? I think it is. Did I get him? I got him. You turd! Ah! Oh my god, no, that's a night guy. E-turd, night dude. E-turd. Is he dead? Still alive? Still alive. Oh my god, there's the bomb guy. Oh Jesus. I think they're both dead, right? Yes. Alright, boys. Get out of here. I know I have to go up there, I think. But I want to see what's over here first. Nothing. Sims 2 was your favorite. The Herbs, it was on the GameCube, it was a side game. City People or something. I guess Urbanize or whatever. Oh, you can kill the zombies. Maybe? I don't know. Careful. Has anyone played ActRaiser? On the Super Nintendo? If you like SimCity, Ryan, I recommend ActRaiser. Oh my god, on the Super Nintendo. I don't know how to explain it. It's an RPG, right? But it has elements of, like, you know, city building, if that makes sense. So basically the story is, I think you're like a god or a warrior or something, and these people, right, they call for you. So for example, one part of the game, it's like this, you know, top-down view, and it's like a giant land or whatever, and there's people, they're like praying to you or whatever, and they're like, hey, you know, help us, can you build us a house? Or, you know, like a place so we can make, bring plants and food or whatever. And you can build a building for them, right? Like, all that good stuff. And then let's say another thing, they're like, oh, you know, we're under attack. Our building is being attacked by a demon. Can you go slay him or whatever? And so let's say, you know, you go to the building and you get teleported, right? So it goes from, you know, top-down Super Nintendo or top-down SimCity view, where you're building stuff and, you know, whatever, to 2D side-scrolling. And then after that, you have to, you know, it's like a 2D platformer after that. Kind of like a, you know, you're fighting demons and, I don't know how to say it, but, you know, like boss battles and everything. It's really cool. And then after you do that, it goes back to... Can I do something here? It goes back to the Did something open? I don't know what this button did. It goes back to like the SimCity kind of style thing. It's really cool. And unfortunately, the sequel, they removed the SimCity part of it. That was one of my favorite parts in that game. And the sequel, they removed it. They just kept it as like a 2D platformer. It's kind of bootleg. But if you're a fan of that kind of game, there's a new game called, I think it's called Smelter. Here, I'll send you a link. It's called Smelter. It was recently released a few months ago. And we're back. Alright, I got my water. Let us continue. Also, has anyone played, I have the game. I think it was just, I don't know if it was just called the Simpsons game or something. It was on the PlayStation 3. Has anyone played that one? What is this? Oh ho! Center bridge has been changed. Remember that. I don't know what that means. Center bridge. But I think it was called just the Simpsons game. I know on the cover, I believe it was Homer, and he was like really like fat. He was like a ball, and he was being pushed around, I think. Kind of like Katamari, I think. But I believe the game was like also like an open world game. 3D. I don't know what kind of game it was though. Like I said, I haven't really played it. I just know I got the game a long time ago. But I don't know if anyone's played that or not. Did you see the trailer? This guy's frozen! You saw that? Look, he's just frozen on the Look at him, he's just kind of there. That's funny. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? There was one summer a few years ago, because you know, everyone's heard of The Simpsons, of course, right? But there was one summer where I was like, you know what? I always hear about the first like 5 or 6 seasons. People always say they're top notch. I was like, let me watch it. And I remember I spent the entire summer just watching maybe like 1 or 2 episodes a day. And let me tell you, I only watched, I think, like I said, the first 5 seasons, or 5 or 6 or whatever. You know, the golden era, apparently. And it was, they weren't lying. It was top notch. You know, it was funny. Was it first 8? I don't know. I just hear it was like 5 or 6. And then after that I kind of just stopped. But it was top notch. It was very well made. I wish I remembered everything, you know what I mean? This was a while ago, many years ago, maybe like 7 or something. But I would highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun. I haven't, I don't really watch TV. Oh, you little turd. I don't watch TV anymore, but I do know the show's still going. So I don't know how well, the episodes are, if they're bootleg, but darn it. Yeah, that's all I have to say on that. Oh, you little turd. Well, I was wondering if anyone, do you have a game that comes to mind? Oh, you said, I know Zelda Master said Eternal Darkness. A game that he wants remastered or remade. Oh, you little turd. I was wondering if anyone else has any, any other games that come to mind. Or it doesn't even have to be a remake. It can be like a port like this, right? Like an enhanced version. Wait, do I not have the key? Or I guess the key's down here. Oh, Jesus. You turd. What do you mean 7 and 8? Are 7 and 8 top notch? The second floor is accessible. Oh my lord. Look at all this. This is like a giant maze. I really love the Halloween episodes. Those are really creative. Like I said, it's been a long, few years since I've watched this show. But I did, when I watched the first, I think, like I said, it was 5 or 6. I don't remember how many I saw. But I did like it a lot. I was like, I can see now why, I guess, the show became popular. And I hear Futurama's another good one too. It's just I don't really watch TV anymore. I usually just edit videos or watch movies or play games, Yeah. Wait, it said the second floor is accessible, right? What the turd does that mean? Oh, they completely explode! Oh my god. So you can blow up the zombie guys. That's awesome. Oh, has anyone heard of Shadow Man though? Like I said, I believe it was the same company, Nightdive. The people that did this Quake remaster. They brought over Shadow Man. And I've never heard of it before, before I saw those trailers. I don't know if it was an E3. But I believe they announced it last year. There's somebody throwing bombs at me here. I don't know if there's a guy over there. Maybe if I killed him already? I don't know where the second floor is either. I'm disappearing. Kudos, Zelda Master. What are you saying? You're all over the place. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't watched this show in a long time. But I'm glad, that the later seasons are at least, worth taking a yonder at too. And they're not, oh Jesus, they're not all poo-poo. Because that's all I heard, was that they're kind of bootleg. You know what I mean? What is that? Oh! Would you look at that? How do I... There we go. I don't think this game has a map, right? No. The Doom Classic at least had this derpy looking... I don't know. Kinda like Turok, I guess. Quad damage, disappearing. Darn. Didn't even get to use it. There's a button I got and it said it was like floor 2. Maybe I am at floor 2. Do I go down there? There's armor. But yeah, like I said, I'd recommend looking up fan remaster if you're interested in replaying Hit and Run on the PC or whatever. It's well worth, putting it together. It's awesome. I mean, it's not that, that difficult, but it's top notch. Wait, what happened? Sound like something moved. I heard woot. Oh wait, what is this? Oh, the elevator? What the turd? I think that's where I came from, right? Oh no, what the? How did I miss that? Oh my god. Not like this, please. Every time you die, fun fact, you'd have to restart the whole level. And a level like this is pure turd to restart. You know, I'm using quick saves because having to redo all that would be evil. My god. I've done my fair share of bootleg back in the top of days. You know what I mean? Being forced to oh jeez, to survive without a memory card. Or Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo. Oh Jesus, did I run out again? Only noobs use a save file. I mean, if I was playing this off the stream, I'd probably, you know, just take my time. But I don't mind just keeping it going. As well as all crowds. Like I said, I don't remember. I don't know if it was seasons 1 to 6 or 1 to 8 that I saw. It's been too long. I just know what I watched was top notch. And I thought it was pretty spiffy. You know. I also watched a video not too long ago. It was pretty well made. You know. Yeah, I think it was called... I don't know what it was called. But it was talking about... was it season 13 or something? Like the box cover of like season 13 or something like that. I don't know. Where, you know, most of the cases were like DVD cases, but one of them was like Homer's head. It was like a circle. Did that guy just get squished by the elevator? It was like a circle or something shaped like Homer's head. And it was bootleg, like it wouldn't fit on people's collections, and it was just weird. I don't know why it's such a random topic, but like the video was really well made. I don't remember what it was called, but I don't know. It's one of those videos you find on YouTube and you just kind of watch. It was a good one. And apparently, you know, after that season, they let people, I think it was kind of rare too, I think, because a lot of people didn't like it, like the DVD cover, or the case, and I think it was Fox, right? They let you, what is it called? They let you sign into a website or whatever, with your name and whatever the turd, and ask for a replacement of the case. Oh jeez. Like to replace it, right? The cover with a normal DVD cover. Ooh. And then I believe for the next, you know, few seasons, the turd is that. Pentagram of Protection 666. Oh, that is so cool. Huh. That is so cool. But yeah, for the next like seasons or something, they, you know, they made Marge's head, I think. Wait, protection is what? That's bootleg that it only stays for like, oh god. Ooh, that's bootleg it only stays for like 2 seconds. Come on now. I thought it would stay and you'd be able to keep it. But yeah, they made like a Marge version, I think. I don't know if Lisa got one. Bart. I thought it was kind of cool. And you could have chose either the round one or like a DVD version. Where's the... Oh man, I have no ammo except for this. I don't want to use this, 'cause I'm gonna get bootlegged. Jesus. Oh, season 7? It was 6 and 7? Okay. I thought it was like 13 or something. Did I get him? I swear there was a guy there. Kind of a cool little collector's thing, but apparently it was very cheap, kind of like plastic. It wouldn't stay closed, and it was also weird shape for, you know, it didn't really match the other DVDs, and it was hard to fit, you know, on the shelves. If you have like a, you know, shelf or whatever space. Oh my god. Kind of like with games, some games or collector's editions or whatever are like a weird, you know, shape, and it doesn't fit with everything else. You know, like if you make a custom shelf and you expect everything to be maybe like a DVD or whatever, it's like, where do you put it? Third floor is accessible. Okay, I'm guessing they're talking about the elevator. Right? Oh, oh, think so. He goes up. Oh, Jesus, Jesus! Where did this guy come from? You little turd! Oh my god! Godless turd, you saw that? Bootleg. Jeez. Have you played anything recently though? Any games or anything? I've just been building my thing here. Building my stuff for the last game I played. Oh, we got a key. Oh, blessed be the gold key. Last games I was playing was, like I said, Jurassic World Evolution and Doom, as well as Theme Hospital. Top notch. Okay, we got the key. I think I can leave now? I don't think I need more than one. Gonna steal that. And steal whatever all this is. Is that a button? Better. I think those are buttons. You see that? Or am I crazy? They keep going back down. Oh, it goes all the way back up. That is cool. Wow. Wow. Oh, Final Fantasy X? Top notch. I think you said you were replaying it, right? For collectors? Yeah, like I said, the video mentioned the plastic being kind of bootleg too, where if you try to close it, right, because it was like plastic or something, it would open, like it wouldn't hold or whatever. Not just a weird shape, but also, you know, it just wouldn't stay closed or something like that. I don't remember. You'd have to look it up. I just thought it was pretty well made. And it was just a random, you know, random topic. I was like, what the turd? Man, Final Fantasy X was a good one. I like it a lot. Okay, I'm finally down, but where's the... I have to go back to those the keys. I really like that there's like, what is it? You can play Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, 10-2, 12, Chocobo Mystery Dungeon or something, World of Final Fantasy. I don't know if I missed any. I love that you can play all of those on the Switch. You know what I mean? It's so cool. Like, I don't think I would have been able to finish Final Fantasy X if it wasn't on the Switch. Because I've always wanted to play Final Fantasy X, or 9, I mean. Final Fantasy 9. And I have it, right? Like, I have the PlayStation 1 copy and everything. It's just all my stuff ever since moving, it's in a box. And whereas the Switch is portable and whatever. Not only that, but you know, if I was on the toilet or whatever, I would always just be playing Final Fantasy 9. And the quality of life, what do you call it? Improvements, like fast forward and whatever. That saved me a lot of time. I don't know if you play Final Fantasy 9, but I edited together a pretty swell, you know, kind of mini review, kind of. My final thoughts of the game when I finished it. You just look up Final Fantasy 9 ending on my Jacob 72 channel. I liked it a lot. Those frogs though, that minigame with the frog is pure turd. Getting to Sigils? You have to remind me, who is that? I don't remember. Where does I got the key. It said the center bridge changed, right? Oh, was this the center bridge? I think it is. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Not like this. I'll try to look it up. Look at the frame rate of this guy. Why is the thing going down? You see that? Ooh! Another dude. Oh my god, and traps. Oh. I see. You're trying to get the ultimate weapons for every single person? Did you do the lightning thing? The dodge the lightning 200 times or whatever the turd it was? I don't remember if I finished that. I know I tried it. And one of my favorite parts of Final Fantasy X was the maze where you get the ribbon. What is that? That's a new creature. The turd is that? Oh my god. What is that? The turd is that? This is it, man. But the ribbon, the maze, was one of my favorite things ever. I liked it a lot. I basically had a piece of paper and I wrote everything down, like, you know, I don't know if you remember, if you did that before. I don't know if I can kill these guys with a shotgun, or if you have to blow them up. Because blowing them up works, but the shotgun doesn't. They're down. But it was one of my favorite parts because it was like a puzzle. It was a giant maze too, but you had to do like add, you know, 500 plus door number 42 subtracted by door number 3 or whatever. And I was really proud of it myself, because I got it on the first try. It took me like an hour or 2 or whatever just to, you know, write everything down and like, do all that stuff. What the turd is that? The ruin. Oh, I think it's the 2nd or 3rd ruin we collected. I'm gonna save. Woo! Jeez, 24 minutes. That took me longer than 24 minutes, I swear. Does that sound familiar? I'll send you a thing. Hold on. We're back. Alright, I found out. I guess it's Final Fantasy X-2 that had the, the frog is here. It's funny. Final Fantasy X-2 was the game with the... Oh, we finished it! Well, look at that! The rune of black magic throbs evilly in your hand and whispers dark thoughts into your brain. You learn the inmost lore of the Hell Mother. Shub Ni... I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. Look at that. Look at that name. I don't want to say that. I don't want to get cancelled on Twitter, okay? I'm not saying that. You know now that she is behind all the terrible plotting which has led to so much death and horror, but she is not inviolate. Inviolate? Armed with this rune, you realize that once all the 4 runes are combined, the gate to Shub... I'm not gonna say that name. The Shub and... I'm gonna say Shubrath. I'm gonna call you Shubrath. The gate to Shubrath's pit will open, and you can face the witch goddess herself in her frightful otherworld cathedral. Look at that. We finished episode 2. Oh! I didn't know that. I was saying, I like how they're divided into different episodes. I was basically telling Ryan over here that I'm gonna save. Apparently, it was Final Fantasy X-2 that had the maze, which surprised me. I was like, huh, I thought it was Final Fantasy X. I didn't know that. But oh well. This is the 3rd episode, The Netherworld. Primal fear in a strange dimension. Ooh. This looks cool. Look at all that. Alright. We've been going for 2 hours. I'm gonna try this for a bit, and then that might probably it. Maybe for 30 more minutes. I didn't know we were so close though. Look at that. Double barrel shotgun. What do we got? Okay. So there were some new enemies in the other episodes, so I'm glad that they're not at least, repeating. Even though these guys, we've seen these in episode 1. I don't think you were here, Ryan, when we played yesterday, episode 1. I have it uploaded on my channel though. If you want to look at the Quake playlist, it's all there. Just keep in mind I was a little bit tired when I was playing. But I think it was still spiffy. I don't think I was talking as much here as I am today, having a chat and just, you know how it be. But I hope the stream's been going smooth and everything's going swell. Like I said, I'm using my editing computer. Because the biggest thing was my camera. It wouldn't want to connect to the computer. And I've been peeking over, maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like it hasn't glitched out as many times as it did yesterday. I don't know why it does that. My brother gave me his old capture card, and that's probably why it is bootlegging. But yesterday it was glitching out a bit, so if you see my camera just kind of poop sometimes, that's why. Whereas today, it doesn't look like it's pooped that much. Then again, I'm not really looking over. I've noticed it maybe twice. So who knows? But yeah, I hope everything is going smoothly. At least the audio is loud enough. You don't hear an echo with the game because I don't have my headphones on. They kind of broke. I'm just listening through the speakers, but I don't think there's an echo. I hope my audio is loud enough. And if anything, I can always, you know, fix it in editing, of course. I record the streams too, so even if it looks maybe a little pixelated on the stream because of the bitrate and whatever when I'm moving around, compared to when I'm just standing here, it's probably a lot clearer. Whereas if I'm moving around, it's more pixelated, of course. But I record my streams too, upload them on YouTube, so they're nice and crispy, of course. And then the audio I have recorded separately, so if anything is too quiet or loud, I can fix that in editing. Even though I'd rather not, right? But I have that option. Jesus, I like how they just explode. My god. I don't know if you had, like, did you have an original Xbox, Ryan? Or no? Jeez, I love how they explode. I guess because I had the quad thing, quad damage. But I was saying, we grew up with an original Xbox, and there was a game, I don't think we ever finished. I don't even know if it was that good. I don't remember. Do you remember what games you had? Have you ever heard of... I forgot what it was called. Something Griffith Bounty Hunter. Alien Bounty Hunter or something. Andy Griffith or something? Bounty Hunter? I don't know. I don't know if you've ever heard of that game, but that'd be kind of cool to get like a port of that. I know I enjoyed it a lot. It's just I don't remember if... It's been a long time. I don't know if it was good. I just know I liked it a lot. I know it was hard. And I have to look it up. I know the name was something Griffith, like Griffith Bounty Hunter, Alien Bounty Hunter or something. Like a story and everything. It was like a... I don't remember if it was like first person or third person, or if you could switch. But you were a bounty hunter taking out aliens and stuff in space. Pretty cool. You heard? Oh, did you see the... like I say, you don't have to watch the whole video. You can skip around, but... I think those are the mazes I was talking about. It's just, I swear, I thought it was Final Fantasy X where I saw that. But I guess it was 10 too. I thought it was really cool, you know, like... Because it reminded me of Wind Waker. When, you know, I didn't grow up with a memory card. Oh, you little turd brought the key down. I didn't have a memory card when I played Wind Waker back in the toddler days. And so I had to play the game, you know, I had my mattress up against the wall and the TV and GameCube were in the corner because I didn't want anyone to turn it off because there's so many times where, you know, the power goes out or my brothers want to play, you know, Mario Sunshine. I think all we had was Mario Sunshine, Wind Waker, and Double Dash in those times. And then later we got like Star Fox Adventures. I got Sonic Adventure 2, as well as the Sonic Gems collection. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, I remember, I don't know if you've played Wind Waker, but in that game... What is that? Oh, I need to press that. In that game, you know, it's like you're sailing, right? You have like this boat, the King of Red Lions, and you're sailing the ocean. And every single time you go to a new, you know, place, be it an island or whatever, you can mark your map. You can mark your map, but you have to get fish food first, like fish bait. And you have to find this guy, I think they call him Fishman. So he has a fish body but a fish face. And you have to feed him food, right? Then he comes up and he marks your map. Oh Jesus, this is so cool. That was so cool. I'm alive. Can I shoot him from here? I can. Oh, that is up. And so I remember in the toddler days, you know, because of the, you know, number of times that, you know, the GameCube got turned off, or I had to restart Wind Waker from the start because we didn't have a memory card until, you know, until I finally saved enough money, you know, to buy a memory card. And I'm still salty on that. I'm still salty. My mom's friend, right? Like in the toddler days, I saved money from Christmas and like birthdays. And I remember, like I said, I put it all together and I picked up a GameCube memory card, which I think was like $30, right? Like that's a lot. A GameCube, Game Boy Advance, like link cable, right? So I can play Wind Waker and do the tingle, you know, thing with the cable. And then I also, like I said, I picked up Sonic Adventures 2 Battle, and then Sonic, what the turd is that? Sonic Gems Collection Plus, or whatever it's called, on the GameCube. Oh Jesus. And I'm, you know, I'm still salty to this day. There he goes, just like that. Still salty to this day. My mom's friend, he took the GameCube and he sent it to Slovakia, right? To his toddlers. Pure turd. Like, he took my memory card, he took my Sonic Adventure, he took my Sonic Collection, my link cable. But little did he know that I kept my, you know, I guess he took it when I was at school or something. I kept my discs, so I still kept, you know, Star Fox Adventures, Double Dash, Wind Waker. Like, I still have my versions that I played growing up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've been salty ever since. You know what I mean? Because those were my boys. I bought that memory card and the Sonic Adventure and everything. The link cable, I still don't have a link cable. You know, I want to get another one. Or Sonic Adventure 2 now, it's like $1 million probably. If you try to buy it. But yeah, there goes that. Pure turd. You little turd. You see that guy down there? That reminds me of Evangelion. I don't know if you've seen that show. I need the... Oh, I don't have it. Alright, I'm gonna try to shoot him from here. I wanted to use the rocket launcher. Got him, boys! Oh, Mario Sunshine. I still have my original copy too. Nothing down there. And fun fact, back in the toddler days, I basically created the Wii U in my brain, I guess. I remember telling my brothers, because I think all we had was like one controller, right? And so you couldn't really play Double Dash multiplayer with just one controller, you know? And we had one controller and the Game Boy Advance, you know, GameCube cable. Basically what that is, in case you don't know, you can connect your GameCube and your Game Boy Advance together. And so some games like Wind Waker or Final Fantasy Chronicles, they have like special things that can only be used or accessed with that cable. So for Wind Waker, you know, you connect your Game Boy Advance, your GameCube, Wind Waker, and the cable connected together, and basically somebody can control Tingle on your Game Boy Advance. You basically have Tingle Shop on the Game Boy Advance, and you have like a map too, right? which is the coolest thing ever. Like, you have a map, you can see, you know, it's basically 2 players. The thing that's bootleg though is that player 2, he can use your rupees, right? Like, because it's a shop, you can drop bombs and arrows and whatever items that you're not supposed to get early on. Basically, you can drop them. Oh, I might die. And apparently you can glitch the game or something, I don't know. But it was really cool. You can also do like this side mission where it involves getting these gold tingle statues. Right? Like, there's no other way you would know where the tingle statues are without the tingle tuner, is what it's called. I got the key, bootleggers. And then they replaced the tingle tuner with tingle bottles in the Wii U version, and they used the Miiverse, and that was one of the coolest features of Miiverse, or the Wii U, right? Like, that was awesome. And so yeah, back in the, you know, I still want to make a video on that too, Miiverse and Wii U and all that stuff, because I recorded footage, a lot of footage when the Wii U was, you know, or when Miiverse was closing. I recorded a lot of footage. Oh my god. I'm trapped. This is it. Not like this, please. Oh my god. But I remember I came up with the idea of the Wii U back in the Tala days. I was like, why, you know, how come I can't use, you know, the GameCube controller as player 1, and then as player 2, connect to the Game Boy Advance, you know, the GameCube Game Boy Advance link cable to a Game Boy Advance, and use that as player 2, right? And then, like I said, like many years later on the Wii U, is basically what I had in mind. You know what I mean? Like a second screen. Or the 3DS and Wii U. I don't know if you've used that. But the 3DS, I can shoot him from here. Oh, he can shoot me from there too. But the Smash Bros on the Wii U, you can actually connect. Oh, you little turd. Oh my god. Smash Bros on the Wii U, if you have the game on the 3DS as well, you can actually connect the Wii U with your 3DS. Oh wait, no, I don't even think you need Smash Bros on the 3DS for that to work. I don't know if you remember. But basically you can wirelessly, somebody can play on the 3DS while other people are playing on the Wii U. And you can play Smash Bros against each other. It's really cool. And so that, you know, that's basically the idea I had back in the Tala days. I was like, how cool would it be if you could do multiplayer like that with Double Dash? Because like I said, we didn't have a controller. We wanted to play. E-turd. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I'm gonna bootleg him because this guy, he's poo-poo. I'm not pressing the button, otherwise I'm gonna get bootlegged. Is he dead? Nope. I don't know if he's shooting me, because it says I have 20 health now. Oh, you little turd! He still got me. Are there any more zombies? Zombies! But yeah, you said there was chests. Some are hard to find, some are just opening chests for the weapons. I know in Final Fantasy VII, there were these not robots, what do you call them? The ultimate weapons or something? Like oh no, yeah, giant robots, right? One underwater, one was like flying or whatever. Those guys were hardcore. I remember I tried taking them out, but yeah, no. It was pure turd. Or was it Omega weapons? I don't remember. Maybe that's what they were called. Gonna wait for him to go over here. Eat herd. Oh, Jesus. The crests are in chest. Is it kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh? Where, what is that thing called? Exodia or something, right? Where you need like the 5 Exodia pieces. You put them together. I've only played Final Fantasy X and X-2 once on the PlayStation 2. It's been a long time ago. My ending, I uploaded that too. I recorded it with a VHS VCR. The quality might not be the best, of course, but... Oh, he's down, you little turd. But I remember... This was like 6 or 7 years ago, maybe more. I wanted to have my endings recorded. And that was what came to mind was, you know... Oh, I have another key. Was using a VHS or VCR. Walks through the ruin to exit the level. Woo! Jeez, that felt like it took more than 11 minutes, I swear. Okay, I have no idea then. I probably didn't get it. I'm not sure. I know both games I think I finished and I had over 90% completed. I don't even know how, but I guess I enjoyed him that much that I just kind of did the side missions and whatever. But yeah, I don't think I collected all the items. And like I said, if you're interested, I uploaded my Final Fantasy X and X-2 endings, but I don't remember if I showed like my menu, right? I don't remember if I showed my items or what I collected. It's been a long time. It'd be nice if I can, you know, like transfer my PlayStation 2 save to the Switch or whatever. That'd be awesome. Because I never played what is it called? The Final Fantasy X-2 X-2 Intergrade or something, or like the DLC for Final Fantasy X-2. I never played that, or whatever it's called, the story end, like the thing after you finish the game. That was only on the PlayStation 3 version, like the HD remasters. I don't think I ever tried that because my saves were on the PS2. I think you can play it without a save though. I don't remember. You use GameFAQs. That's how it's done. You turd. Oh, who is that? Oh, this guy. Jesus, the night guy, bootlegger. Oh my god. There's so many times I had to look something up, right? And I remember back in the Tyler days, there wasn't, you know, the internet. You had to have a friend or something who had the game, you know. Be like, oh, you know, did you get this far? Do you know what to do? And nobody, you know, nobody I knew had the games I played. like Wind Waker, I remember sneaking on my mom's friend's computer because he had internet, right? Like this was, you know, for a long time we never had internet, let alone a computer. Oh jeez. The computer we had at our dad's house. Oh Jesus. E-turd. And I remember sneaking on his computer and printing out a item guide for Wind Waker, because I wanted to know how to collect all the, you know, all the items and stuff, like the bottles and everything. That's how I found out about the shield, like a Deku shield or something. Or I don't know if you used the rupees. I don't remember. The rupees are magic. But what's cool is it's actually dated, right? I still have that paper too, somewhere in storage right now. But it's dated like 2006 or something, which is awesome. And I'm really curious to see how what they're gonna do with the tingle bottles for the Switch release of Wind Waker. Because the Switch doesn't have an online thing, right? Like it doesn't have Miiverse. Yo. So I wonder what they're gonna do. And like I said, like the first game, or the GameCube, they had like a physical thing that you can plug into your Game Boy Advance. And then the Wii U didn't have that, so they used the Miiverse. And sending bottles, right? Like, I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if you had a Wii U or if you've played Wind Waker on the Wii U. But it was so cool. You can connect with anyone, right? Any Wii U owner, right? If they're playing the game or whatever. And you can throw... Oh, Jesus. You can create be it a picture or a message in a bottle. And you can throw it in the ocean. And somebody, you know, someone can randomly find the game. Or, when I'm saying game. Somebody can randomly find the message. And it can be something like, you know, some stuff in the game you have to play multiple times for, like pictures. There's like a picture gallery in Wind Waker where you can make like these 3D figurines. But some of the bosses and whatever, you can only take a picture of on your second playthrough. So sometimes it's really cool, you know, like you can find in these bottles, you know, messages like, oh, here's a picture, or something like, you can do it, or, you know. Miiverse was awesome. I remember I helped a lot of people. Like when I got the Wii U Wind Waker edition in like 2013, I basically put 800 hours into Miiverse, you know, and I helped people because it was like a forum kind of. People are like, oh, what do I do here? Or how do I get the bottle? Or how do I, you know... I'm like, oh, I played Wind Waker for 100 years. I know what to do. I would respond in comments and stuff. It was awesome. And it makes me sad that, you know, no longer exists. Even though there was parts of Miiverse, of course, that was weird. People are kind of weirdos. But the drawings were awesome. Like seeing... Where the turd am I? Seeing people's artworks, I thought it was so cool. And I always thought, you know, I made my own doodles. I have those saved. But I always thought, maybe if, you know, maybe if I make these drawings, maybe one day Nintendo will notice me and I'll get a, you know, I'll be able to work at Nintendo or something. That never happened, of course, but... that would have been cool. Oh, I beat it. Woo! Level is finished. Alrighty then. I'm gonna save there. There you go. Alright, Ryan. We've been going for 2.5 hours here. I think that's a good time right there. It's 1 AM now. I hope you enjoyed our chat. I hope the stream went smoothly too. I had a nice time today talking about all kinds of games and everything. I feel like I was a bit more energized too. I feel like part 2 is a little bit better than part 1 of Quake, of course. And just like yesterday, we finished one part and a few levels after as well. So yesterday we finished part 1 and I started, or episode 1, and I started, you know, episode 2, maybe finished like 3 levels. Today we finished episode 2 and finished maybe like 1 or 2 levels in episode 3. So I think it's pretty swell. Anyways, Quake enhanced version, top notch, I would recommend it. I just hope they patch the music because it's a little quiet, I hope, even though I have it turned up all the way. And also the audio delay. There's like half a second delay. I hope they fix that too. That's that though, for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Toodaloo.